We're at the Coordinate Metrology Systems Conference in San Diego, and right now I'm at the Capture 3D booth with Rick White, Director of Business Development for Capture 3D. Rick, what are we going to look at today?
All right, Dirk, thanks for coming over today. What we're going to be looking at is the ATOS 3 triple scan integrated with a 6-axis motion control system.
Okay, and what I see going on here, this looks like, I see a blue light here. This is a structured white light scanner, right?
Well, it's traditionally known as structured light white, but actually we, a couple years back ago, GOM changed the white light to blue light, and by using just the blue light and projecting it, and only allowing the system through filters in the software and filters on the lenses to accept the the blue light wavelength, we're able to eliminate the ambient light impacting the measurement process.
So this allows you to work in environments that are even brightly lit?
Yes, okay. In brighter lit environments and where the lighting conditions are changing as well. Okay,
and now I notice this is on a robot, so what is the purpose here of having because this is your standard scanner, right? It's just mounted on a robot? Is that the? It
is the standard triple scanner. Any of our scanners can be mounted on motion control systems and robots to automate a process. We've seen with the triple scan an increase in productivity on this type of part by just using the triple scan functionality of about 60%. And what I mean by that is the triple scan is actually taking 3 scans in one process from 3 different angles. So by that, we're able to scan a complicated part much quicker, typically 60%. But an additional way to increase the productivity and throughput is by automating the process. So organizations who want to use inspection applications for production are able to greatly increase their throughput by automating the entire process. If you look at this particular design, it's designed for a part that's up to roughly 2.5 feet diameter. And it can measure, it has 6 axes, it's got a Z axis, X and Y, and a rotation stage, and then the sensor itself spins as well. So we're able to get to all 6 sides of the part, and the operator can program the system to go back and measure the same parts repeatedly over and over and over.
So this is kind of geared toward more of a production inspection environment, is that right?
Certainly when you're using the automation side, it is more for scanning the same parts over and over, which lends itself for production applications.
And I would imagine the gauge R&R would be better on this than you would get maybe from just a manual operation and an operator doing it over and over, or even different operators running the same machine. Would that be true?
Yeah, it is true. Traditionally, the ATOS scanner is very good at getting repeatability even with a manual operator because it's quite easy to use. But when you're getting back to precisely the same points of origin from measurement over and over, the repeatability even increases. In fact, one of our customers just did a gauge R&R, and they provided us with some information that has the gauge R&R results that, if you contact us, we can provide that information in a case study format.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit about the software, what we got going on over here.
Okay. So, Ron, if you don't mind coming over,
and this is Ron Gout?
Ron Gout, who is one of our sales engineers at Capture 3D.
Oh, terrific.
The nice thing about the whole GOM solution is that it integrates scanning and inspection software all together as one package. So if you look at what we have on the screen, that is the end result of the part that we are scanning on the motion control system here. And if Ron zooms in, you can see the amount of detail that we are actually able to capture on the part. So you can.
And this is something that's part of the capabilities of the triple scan, then, right?
It is a capability of triple scan, and obviously the software then to process the data as well. The really nice thing about the system is all the software that we're showing you is developed by the same company that develops the sensor itself. So it's all very well integrated and is provided as a package.
Okay.
More of the inspection side. You'll see a traditional color map that a lot of people are used to seeing with volumetric scanners, where we show how the part compared to the CAD model and how the part deviates from that CAD model. So you have your as-built versus your design model. You'll also notice there's some call-outs on the screen as well. And those call-outs might be for some holes or some circles or some planes or some edges. It's using full GD&T inspection capability within the GOM software. and one of the really nice things about the GOM software is it's completely parametric as well. So once you create an inspection plan for a part, and then you measure the same part number again, all the inspection results automatically pop up on the screen to give you what that particular part results are.
Okay, and I understand you also have a kind of a special operating mode on this. You were telling me earlier, kiosk mode?
Yeah, the kiosk mode is what I referred to a little bit earlier, in that what we're able to do is lock out a lot of the functionality in the software and provide an operator the opportunity to just load parts and select which parts they would like to inspect without getting into any of the details of inspection plans, which would have already been produced, so that you have a different type of operator loading the parts and measuring the parts versus the engineer who might have designed the inspection plan.
Okay, all right. Now, I noticed something interesting over here. Why don't we talk about this?
Okay. Typically and historically, our systems had been used for scanning parts for reverse engineering and inspection applications. Along with that, we also have the capability to do tracking for setting fixtures and building tooling. So if you have a look at, while I move this little part right here, and then you look at the screen, you can see there's a red dot right here that shows if that turns green, then I have moved that part within tolerance.
So,
okay?
so this is for basically for setting up fixtures and so forth. Then
setting up
typically?
Fixtures, building small tooling, and those sorts of things. And it's interesting. It's just another feature that's provided with the system. The system is traditionally used for scanning, but it's nice to have some additional features that you can go through and set some tooling as well.
So basically they would set up a scanner, do some sort of preliminary alignment, and then they'd be good to go in terms of configuring the fixture or whatever for
for example,
whatever they needed. Yeah.
A holding fixture or a measuring fixture,
okay.
They're able then to set the components of it with this tracking system as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, thanks, Rick. Appreciate you letting us come by your booth.
Thank you, Dirk.
All right.